I hope he thanked you later down the line. Brother man, let me tell you something. You said the one thing that would get me to talk more about this kid and this topic. Recruiting's a thankless job. Hell no, he didn't thank me. He ain't thank me. He begged me though. And why did he beg me? Because, like I said in the previous video, yeah, he got in the car. He had his nice clothes folded up in his hand with his social security card, photo ID, all that stuff. I take him to the hotel because he has to go to the hotel, stay overnight, and the next morning the shuttle picks him up, takes him to MEPS. They swear in for that last time, and then they get on the plane and go. So I drop him off at the hotel. I even went inside and bought him a razor because he needed to shave his face. And the next morning I get a call from the MEPS liaison talking about like, yo, Staff Sergeant, why is your kid completely jacked up? He doesn't got a social. He's here in ripped pants, unshaven, all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, what? This is a phone call at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking this is impossible. I've literally done every check that I would have needed to do. He intentionally left his clothes and his ID and his social security card at the hotel because he thought that that would get him out of having to ship. So he goes through and still swears in. He raises his right hand. He swears in. He signs the contract. And so at that point, technically, he's considered a shipper, even though he hasn't yet boarded the plane, then refuses to go. And it's not like we're just gonna force them onto a plane. So at this point, now he has to get discharged from the Marine Corps. And the MEPS liaison's talking to the kid and was like, why would you even be here if you didn't wanna be here? And he said, I was scared that he was gonna beat me up if I didn't ship. Now to clarify on my own name, I ain't never once said that I was gonna beat the kid up. It might have been assumed, but it was never about shipping. It was about I paid his $300 ticket and he thought he was just gonna hand me $100 and everything was gonna be fine. Like, no, I got two things in this world as a man, and that is my word and that is my name. And I don't lie on neither of them. So at this point, they kick him off the base that the MEPS is at, and the kid comes crawling back to my office begging me to still go. Why? Because his mom stuck to her word and would not let him back up in the house. She kicked him out. And now he's asking me, he's begging me, please put me back in, sir. Like, nah, dog, it don't work like that. But long story short, though, it didn't work out in my favor because the command thought that I coached that kid to sign the paperwork, swear in, and then back out because he would have then been considered a shipper even though he never went to boot camp. I didn't even know that's how that stuff works. I had no idea. No, like I did everything I could to get that kid on the plane and he just refused to go. I don't know what's good with him nowadays, but one thing that I do know is he is not a United States Marine. Again, I talk about all of this stuff on my podcast. It's linked in my bio. Y'all need to go and check that out because that's where you're going to get the juiciest details on all things recruiting related.